Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
And shutting him off, now open field. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
This defense for the Vikings, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That second down play nets a -4. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
The fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll run on first down. Akers. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. That's going to be caught. Touchdown.
Jacob Harris.
Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A first carry here for Kene Nwangu.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the shotgun, it's Cousins.
Oh, what a catch there by Thielen.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game with their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
Cousins now from the 50. And complete right side to Cook. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a give running left is Nwangu.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. They go play action. Cousins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Cousins to throw it. This is caught. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cook.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Again, it's Cook.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook.
His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
On first down, Akers. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Stafford on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
They'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he's got his target, Harris. Touchdown, Rams. Jacob Harris with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Vikings 7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Able to slither by. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Second and goal from the 1. They try again with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And going deep for Hill. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
From the 29, Cousins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And that's called winning at the point of attack, isn't it? Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Stafford now to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Akers is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Throwing is Cousins.
Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Meanwhile, Cousins' throw will be caught by McKenzie.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the third. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Going right back to Akers. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Akers. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On the handoff, running left is Akers.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll toss this right side to Cam Akers. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires. We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Back to throw, Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. But we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter. And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back in Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Cook with a run on 1st down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down. Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well. You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. 2nd and 8 coming up. Off the play fake, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On third down, Cousins. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Cook following the penalty. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Stafford. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. Stafford. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Now Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Now it's Stafford. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Stafford. And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, and this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cook. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. Cook, a first down and more. And down to the 27-yard line.
103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you